Yeah, we talked about it, Medic. You have to shut down this Vayne, and this was the plan that Team Heretics set up.
BrokenBlade has a big wave stacked up, trying to trade back onto Tracyn. Flash auto would be enough, he just kills him. Tracyn doesn't flash away in time. Ishtar's impact gets the knockback, but BrokenBlade still has the exhaust, as you say. Takes tower shot, flash condemned from BB. Silver bolts, but Daglas gets the flash with the shield just in time. Will survive through the minions. Well, holistically for the team, 1 dragon. Yeah. For the jungler's mentality though, 3 crabs, 100%. A 7. Caught out in the Cataclysm. Caps looking for the chase. Noxus Blast, Twin Fangs, Miasma down. They unleash power. Does not have enough oomph behind it as G2 get their second of the game.
Pressure of execution on G2 with the Vayne, with the Casio. Team Heretics is just too major.
Away. Flash taunt onto BrokenBlade, puts down the Spirit's Refuge as well. BB exhausts Tracyn, tries to turn it around as the heal comes out from Wave, but BrokenBlade just needs a couple more auto attacks here. Dashes forward with the tumble. BB wins the 2v1. Daglas looking to the Ishtar's impact as well. Labrov has joined up on this play on the top side. The question is, can Heretics just maintain this 1.6k deficit and be okay with it? Do they have to force plays? Well, they are, with an Impale going down onto SkewMond. They unleash power enough. Serin picks up that kill. Caps try to chase way down as Labrov goes forward with the Pulverize. Headbutt back as well after the trample, and Way is dead. Will be a 1-for-1 exchange in the mid lane, but if you're Heretics, you take that.
Absolutely. Just getting gold, trading gold. When you're behind, any trade is a good trade. Just a stand united.
They get Caps' flash, which is nice.
I mean, in the end, Heretics is not sad about that, but really get BrokenBlade. Oh, public execution.
BrokenBlade pops down the exhaust, and now Tracyn will find that he's very kiteable as he gets chased down by BrokenBlade. SkewMond cataclysms in just to make sure they have dunked enough on this Ambessa.
What looks like to be the case is that they're just gonna give over the position fully of this dragon and just trade it for this top tier 1.
I just like action. I feel like there's more action if they go for a Baron.
BrokenBlade has to be careful though.
Ishtar's impact gets the CC on him. There's the Impale, does land the Condemn. Flash taunt in as well. The damage follows up with 7. And a scat of the week. Way getting the shutdown. Not where Heretics would have wanted it to go, but a kill alongside the top lane tier 1, or at least some plates out of it.
They have 2 AD carries and a Casio. This is one of the fastest Baron comps I've ever seen. Heretics has to respond super fast to this or it's just going to go down.
No fast out alterations either for Heretics. They can't actually get vision in the middle of the pit right now. As this time comes out from Daglas, he tries to get onto Labrov, but there's the Baron already for G2. Labrov's going to distract the rest of Heretics as G2 walk away as 4. Sacrifice their cow, but the gods have blessed them with a Baron.
Caps on the flank. BrokenBlade on the flank.
Heretics should know Caps is here. He cleared out a ward, scatter the weak, public execution. There's the follow-up in the BrokenBlade, but he's got the QSS. Exhaust Tracyn. Meanwhile on the backline, Unleash Power goes into Labrov. He's stunned. Cataclysm on the back, as well as Hype. Not knocked up by SkewMond, who went in with a flag and drag. BrokenBlade losing out to Tracyn. Almost dies. BB gets 1, but
SkewMond is down
so far as SkewMond has fallen. Went in deep to the Heretics backline, couldn't find the CC. Valkyrie away from Hans Summer. Scatter the weak goes between the uprights as well. G2 still holding control over this area. BrokenBlade back in base, doesn't have TP. And it could spell G2's downfall. Tracyn about to show on bot wave, which means Heretics, although they have cleared out this mid wave, will be in a 4v2. Petrifying Gaze coming out from Caps. There's TP in from Tracyn as well as Rob tries to stand up. Unbreakable Will from the Alistair for a bit of tankiness. Miasma down. Scatter the weak on BrokenBlade, but the Ambessa just dies as soon as she lands from that teleport. And now it's Heretics on the retreat. Now try and step back as G2 turn their attentions towards the Baron. It's also just the weakness of Ambessa when you're TPing into the enemy team because Miasma exists for Caps. Like you come down and you have no dashes.
Look at BB's flank here though. He's on vision.
Yeah, he's spotted as he TPs across. Caps trying to keep Heretics interested as Daglas looks for Labrov. SkewMond goes in with the Cataclysm onto Serin. Way with a Shadow Dash onto BrokenBlade. Does get the taunt, stand united on Serin as well, but he's already down. Hype now in the midst of G2 as they collapse around Heretics and take down 3. Labrov still looking for the flank. It's G2 that have got total control of the river now. Only 1 ward in from Heretics. Labrov with the knockback onto Way needs to be cautious because he is isolated from the rest of his team. Hype trying to chase him down, as you say. BB does have a good angle on Tracyn. Daglas goes behind the pit, and Ishtar's impact in could be enough to just sneak this one away. He jumps into the pit, scatter the weak, Petrifying Gaze. The smite at 1 HP. It's G2 that get it. A stand united on Serin as SkewMond goes deep away, and Hype are going to be unable to escape. The chase is down, the mage is dead as G2 wipe Heretics away.
Heretics try to go for a Project Hail Mary on the Dragon, but in the end they fall to the meat grinder of BrokenBlade, who ends up in the flank there. They sent everything to give Daglas access into the Dragon Pit, doesn't end up getting the smite, barely missed out of it. And now I think that's all she wrote, Medic, as G2 is marching onto the base of Team Heretics.
Just a maze from G2, as they will be able to chase down Daglas, who unfortunately has no damage, doesn't have enough Heartsteel stacks, and doesn't really have the tankiness to survive 5 members of G2. G2 in 35 minutes will go 1-0 up in this series. It was valiant from Heretics, but they couldn't keep back the oncoming storm.
Shincha was gonna path top, but he's now adapted his pathing and is looping around bottom here for an early gank.
Yeah, he's spotted on vision, but Wei is way too far up here. Hansama flashing forward. Wei realizes he is dead. SkewMond looking to get at least an assist out of this. Needs an auto for it.
They're staggering to death.
I think it was, well, SkewMond hadn't hit anything.
No,
he was like, we want a little bit of gold on SkewMond, please. He comes across, gets the auto, and then immediately Hansama gets the kill.
Out of here maybe on Hansama.
Okay.
He's isolated. Labrov is really far away. Doesn't have any summoners.
Hans has nothing yet. There's the polymorph. Daglas comes across. Hans tries to dash away, but Hans is down. Great gank there from Heretics as Daglas picks up the first kill of the game. So you do want to cycle through your camps relatively fast,
but he's
just
here
so
now.
You can keep the gold. As you say, not here. Now, Hype's barrier is about to come off cooldown. Does have the flash. Wei has flash too. Polymorph down. Hype dead before his barrier comes back up. Labrov tanks enough tower shots to walk out. SkewMond not tanking anymore.
What a nice
Wei
dive.
tries to trade. It's a great dive. Oh, Wei flashes in. Gets the kill onto Labrov. Knocked up with the 3 Talon Strike. SkewMond's going to have to flash out. Will be a 2-for-1 exchange. Not anymore. Okay, he was ahead for a second.
Massively
SkewMond now overtakes him. Yeah. But that's where Heretics' gold is sitting, right? So Daglas now needs to find ways to use the fact that he got that first kill. And as Hype is traded back, okay, Hype just loses that.
I mean,
that was.
You have a Cull and a longsword against double longsword and a crit flow.
It's always going to go like this. Akali just has to try and survive. That's why she's got the Dawn Shield. Cap's just trying to clear out the wave as Destiny comes down. Gold card locked in for BrokenBlade as well. The Shockwave will pull both back, but there's not much damage behind Serin right now as he flashes! And he's met by the wild cards.
Yeah, that's range top for you. TF just pushes out the wave against K'Sante.
And that deals well with BrokenBlade, but not too well with the AP assassin that is Akali. Stun card, go through the Pathmaker, Shuriken flip from Caps. All out he goes, Caps dashes away with perfect execution. Now the redive is on. Wait for the tower to finish ramping up. Another stun card, and Tracyn could play it, but for about 5 seconds.
Yeah, I think he had to buffer the stun card with his dash on the E-shield there,
dashing
but
in
Hype.
Daglas on his way with the call of the pack as well as they'll look for the Hound's pursuit onto Labrov. Hype dead almost to Hans Summers. He gets the last autos in. Hans Summer dies to the dogs. Another call of the pack, but an Ultra Mega Fire Kick gets the knockback. Daglas still chasing. Labrov still has flash and uses it to get away from the Dark in Daggers. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, BrokenBlade's killing Serin with the Destiny. And Serin is relegated to a coffin.
His only really mode is to kill. That's a killing dog, but right now he doesn't really have the tools to make the fight here. Hans Summer does a big chunk, but he goes in.
On the pack, onto Hans Summer. Wild Growth going down as well as they look for Daglas on towards this Lucian, but Lucian able to dash away just in time. Relentless Pursuit coming out. TP as well from BrokenBlade. As Heretics pulled the trigger, but it's going to get answered on them as SkewMond dives in onto Hype. Daglas almost falls as well. Wei goes down. Daglas goes down as Caps dives onto the back line. And G2 just ripped through any opportunity Heretics have.
BrokenBlade is currently hitting bottom tower. They can just stall here. Heretics needs to be the one that does this dragon because pressure is on them. BB is just pushing. He can draw whenever he wants to.
And part of the problem of having vision control is Destiny exists as an ultimate and it gives you vision on every player. There we go. Heretics now entirely spotted out as BrokenBlade continues just to push down the tower. Daglas caught out as he tries to go in. Gold card hits onto Tracyn. Pathmaker's out, but Daglas is already dead. Caps diving onto the backline as well as he almost follows up with a kill on Wei. Hype goes down, and all Hype for Heretics is well and truly done in this game. 3 kills to G2. They don't even take the Drake, but there is a balance. G2 as they continue to push in towards the Nexus towers. Super minions on the next wave, doubles coming in every single lane. Hype caught out with a Shuriken flip. Caps decides not to take it. The Nexus tower is still healthy enough to be standing.
Yeah.
But a quick flow of air would blow over that topside one as Hans Summer, call of the pack goes in. A great shockwave, but they just don't have the damage. It's a great combo. Daglas will get one. Tries to go back in onto SkewMond, who does die, but Caps and BrokenBlade.
They got the fight medic!
They got the fight medic. Caps and BrokenBlade just won the Nexus. BrokenBlade dead, Caps still at half HP. Labrov needs to auto a couple of times. Labrov almost falls, Hive gets it, but Caps flashes in to take down the Nexus. Caps carry once again, gets the 50 gold in the end as G2 clean it up in a 2-0.